Hi everyone, good morning and happy Monday. Yes, I have a very tired face because this week my first event is coming up and there's so much to do and my mind can't stop. I was up all night thinking and dreaming, but I'm up here 7 o'clock in the morning to make this special video for all of you. And I was thinking of today's subject, and what came to my head was I think there's something very important about clarifying the importance of being sincere with people versus honest. I'm going to tell that person what I think. I'm going to say everything that I think, everything that comes to my mind. I'm going to tell them because that's being honest, but that's not being careful with people's feelings. And I think we're all on a pathway towards stop generating pain and start generating love, because pain, when I'm in pain, I give pain. But when I'm in love, I give love. And then we stop that cycle of pain that we're all in. We're all in a cycle of pain. Instead of saying, whoops, that person's in pain, let me stop, let me help that person, let me see what I can do. We immediately start generating pain ourselves, get angry, and then pass it forward. And we need to stop that, because as long as we do that, we are in a huge cycle, called ourselves, the other, the world, and it's never going to stop unless we stop within ourselves, stop generating that pain. So in that, wave of, okay, let's start this new movement of stop generating pain, we need to stop generating it in all aspects of our lives. And there's many aspects that we need to stop generating pain, but one specific place and very strong influencing vehicle of generating pain is through our words and the way we communicate with other people, especially the way we communicate with the people we most love, because it's the people that we most feel comfortable with. But when you feel comfortable and a little bit too comfortable, you think, that person can hear anything, that person can, stand strong as the crazy winds pass through them and they're going to be okay. Being that they might, but the more the wind hits on a tree, the more the tree starts to bend, and soon it will fall if the winds are very, very strong and they don't stop one after the other. Soon the tree will fall. And as strong as you think people are, there's a time that it's just enough is enough. So I think it's very important that our communication and the being sincere. I loved the phrase that I saw yesterday it was all about being, being honest with someone, being sincere, connecting with someone in a true way is a pathway to vulnerability. And vulnerability is a pathway to true soul connections. And I'm all about, we need to create soul connections. We need to create real connections with people. We're still very, very in a superficial level. And the more that we are in these superficial levels, the less we can truly have deep relationships and sincere relationships. So my message to all of you today, to really practice this week, is pay attention how you're communicating. And as you pay attention in how you're communicating, truly pay attention in the way that you're doing it, and if it's generating love or generating pain. And every time you feel like, okay, I want to be sincere, yes, we do need to be sincere, we do need to be honest, but it has to come from a place of love. It has to come from a place of, first I want to be vulnerable, first I want to be real. And be real, it's not about just saying what you think that's on the top of your head. It's not about judging. It's about, okay, if I want to be real and I want to say to this other person the truth, start about saying the truth about what you feel, how you feel, the insecurities you have, the realness of you. Because sometimes we think that honesty is, oh, I'm really good at being honest. I can point the finger like no one. And guess what? Everyone can. We master in judgment. We know how to point the finger and tell everybody what they're not doing, what they're doing, or this or that. But I think that we need to start with being vulnerable and real, and that's in how you feel, that's in who you are. And when you're open like that and you let people see your darkness, then people will start to truly connect with you, and you will have true soul connections. And that's being sincere, that's being honest, that's being real. It's not about pointing fingers. So next time you think, oh, I'm an honest person, really think, are you being vulnerable? Are you letting other people into the places that you want to hide? Because the more you let people see your darkness, the more you let people in, the more vulnerable and open you are, the less people will judge you, the less people will point their fingers at you, because they will be so honored that you let them in. And so when we let people in, when we open our hearts, when we let people in, we give a space for love to begin to generate in our lives. And therefore, we create soulful connections. And I think that that's what we're all aiming for, right? Real soulful connections, not connections that can break at any wind, at any, difficulty. We're looking for connections that will last forever, and connections that will help us grow and evolve. And that's by being real, sincere, vulnerable. Have a beautiful week and practice this week. Bye.